Hi guys, it's Sarah Burgett and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how yoga changed my life, and that sounds really dramatic, but it is true. I'm really excited to talk about this actually because it's something I've been passionate about for a few years now, but I've never mentioned it on YouTube or like really told you guys that I'm into it. So yeah, I'm just gonna, kind of jump the gun here. So basically, I did not start yoga until I came to college, and that's just because when I was in high school, I had like a really simple gym membership, and what is up with my hair right now? I actually just got back from yoga, and that's why I'm like wearing my athletic gear, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna freaking film this video right now because of how good of a practice I just had and how just motivated it made me. So yeah. So in high school, I just had a regular gym membership. I would go run, like do a couple machines and then leave and be like, I love working out. But in college, I think most students, when they're a freshman and they live like on campus, they get their gym membership as well. And with my school, we just get a gym membership every single year with our tuition, which is really awesome. But what comes with a lot of colleges, at least what I've seen, is that a lot of the colleges will also offer a lot of free classes, and I just really wanted to expand my horizons when it comes to working out when I joined college and saw these classes, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up a couple and do a couple a week. So I tried some different classes and such, and one of those classes I tried was yoga. And let me just get this straight. I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I went to my first yoga class. I was like, I heard this is cool and trendy. I was like, you know what? I haven't stretched since I've like done gymnastics in 8th grade. I was like, I could go for, just some zen or whatever I thought it was at the time. So I went to the class. Like I said, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I was definitely the worst one there. I was so shaky. I was just very not flexible. I felt really awkward, embarrassed, and I basically was like, okay, one of the worst, 45 minutes of my life, that freaking sucked. I even debated, not going back ever again. I was like, maybe I should just stick it to the treadmill over there, Until I, really looked at the instructor and, the regulars of the class and realized, how in control of their bodies they were. Not in a sense of, they were really fit or they were, yogis, but the sense that, they were just relaxed. And I was just, so anxiety filled, shaking the whole time, the whole practice, and I was like, how do these people do that? Basically, I consciously made the decision that I was gonna go back. I was like, if I don't go back to this, I'm making a step in the opposite direction of where not only I wanted to be going, but where I should be going or I needed to be going, I soon realized. So I decided to keep going about once a week, and I just put my mat up in the back in hopes that no one would watch me or realize I was falling behind or, or shaking in actually every single position. So when I was there, I could not help but look around the room 24/7, oh, that's how you do that position? Oh, is she doing it like he is? Which one's the right one? Or every time I would shake or fall, I would look around and make sure someone else didn't see that or knew I was falling behind or knew that I was a beginner because, no one likes being a beginner at anything. So I kept going even though I really wasn't enjoying it that much. I was like, you know what? I have a good mindset after this class just because of the end of the practice is where you kind of just give yourself 5 minutes to just open your mind and not think of anything. And that was very interesting to me, but I was like, I don't know if I'll keep this up. I don't know if this is for me, but I did keep going just to see how it's like. It also helped that I went to casting for Ford models and they said, we really like you except for you're really tense right here. You should start doing yoga and maybe we'll like you. And I was like, okay, this is a thing I need to do, whatever. So after going to my first 4 classes, I realized I wasn't shaking as much anymore, and it felt really nice to not feel like I was gonna fall out of a position if I lifted one leg. And then after 8 classes, I realized I wasn't shaking at all, and I was like, whoa, I've been going to yoga for about 2 weeks to a month now, and I am not shaking at all. I was like, this is awesome. And after about 10 classes, I realized my flexibility was insanely increased compared to the first day I got there, in the sense that I was like, there's no way I've only been doing this for almost 2 months. I was actually like mind boggled, like with saying all this, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, yoga changed her life because she's like more flexible now, like cool. When they say that yoga is a mind and body practice, they aren't kidding, you know, obviously. So when I started going to yoga, I knew that they called it a body and mind experience, but I didn't understand what they meant until I actually started going for a while. Because once I started to become like more in control of where my breath was flowing throughout my body and where I was focusing my energy when it comes to when I was tight in a place of my body or if I was shaking a lot, I became slowly aware of like how my body worked through just moving and breathing. And with this, I started becoming way more comfortable with my body. Not only in the way it like looks in that sense, which I did become more comfortable solely because I was in control. And I started feeling like my body was actually mine. That sounds so weird, and I feel like honestly, you might not be able to understand that unless like you've been doing it for a while. But like once you get over the state of like you're shaky, you're not in control of your body, I feel like it's like hard to think that that is your body. Going into yoga, I physically couldn't control my body the way I wanted to. And the fact that when I have my leg up, like say this is my leg, when I have my other leg up like this, I can just move it in front and like out and down without like the blink of an eye. It sounds so weird, but it really, really makes you feel like your body is yours. And I know they say that your body's your temple, but it really makes you believe it. And like I said, I was way more proud of it, even though I might have not have been as thin or as toned or as, you know, curvy as I wanted to be. My subconscious started gaining respect for my body, and it made me more aware of like what I was putting in my body, because I realized that the energy of what I was putting in my body was exactly what I was getting out of my body. However, like I said, I didn't only learn to be more comfortable with my body, but also my mind, which is the just craziest thing I've experienced through yoga, which I just never in a million years like really expected / knew what I was getting myself into in this sense. But the biggest thing that I've seen a change in since doing yoga is my mindset. Not even on myself, but on life. Yeah, I had heard about meditation and Zen and all that stuff that I was ignorant towards the beginning, but I never thought I would gain such an appreciation of it until now. It wasn't that long after I started my yoga practices that I realized that truly no one else in the room gives a fuck about what you look like. And I mean that and say that in the least disrespectful way possible. But yoga ultimately taught me that it's not about what other people think of you, it's about what you think of you. You can spend your practices being the most flexible in the room or the most balanced in the room, but you'll find that that will never work until you learn to ultimately not give a shit about what anyone else in the room thinks of you, and realize that you want to do this for you and that you don't care that you're a beginner and you just want to get better for you. Like, that is like the most crazy thing that I think I've learned through yoga slowly. You know, you go in thinking it's just like one of those practices, but it's like actually, like, I think most people that go into a room full of people on their mats don't know what anyone else in the room even barely looks like. It's so about them, and like I said, the least like egotistical way ever. You realize that literally no one else in the room matters. You just have to make the decision that you want this for you, no matter how long it takes. It's realizing that it's not a race, but a marathon, and a marathon for the rest of your life. It's not just like being good at yoga and going about your day. It's about stepping onto your mat and connecting with your body and mind for 45 minutes a day and getting into that state of Zen and that state that you're so down to earth that you can bring that mindset with you throughout the whole rest of your day and share that with others as often as you can. It's bringing that mindset with you for the rest of your day and sharing that zen that you received with others for the rest of your day and as often as you can. And this not caring what others think of you is going to transfer to your life whether you realize it or not. Because it's not only gaining respect for your body, but also your mind. It's the coolest thing ever. Like, when you respect your mind and connect it with where you are and where you want to be going, you'll realize that literally no one else's opinion of you matters. If you love yourself, the people that judge you are the exact people you don't want in your life, which ultimately helps show who you should weed out of your life and who you should get closer to to grow as a person, because don't we all want to be growing? Now, I just started taking an actual yoga class, which is actually what I just got back from, and I'm loving it so far. And I think that after this, I'm actually going to take a sit-down class about yoga. And I would like to update you guys after both of those semesters if you're interested. So if you liked hearing about this and interested to hear more about my experience with yoga, or maybe I'll even ask my professor to make a little yoga practice that I can upload on my YouTube channel. We'll see. If you would like that, comment it down below and I will totally ask her after my next class. I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys that yoga changed my life and how it changed my life, and that I really truly recommend it to anyone who's trying to be more in touch with themselves and the world. And yeah, so that was a lot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and also comment down below what you thought. Also, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that red subscribe button right down below. I'm really glad you're here, and I would love for you to be a part of our team of girl bosses or boy bosses or anyone. Everyone's welcome, and I'm glad you're here. I've really been into like making sit down videos where I actually kind of like write a script so I'm not rambling on too much. And if you like these kind of videos a lot, also let me know down below and give me some topics that you want me to touch on next time, because I have a lot of things I'm passionate about that I've never sat down and talked to the camera about, and I feel like those are my videos that you guys like the best because they're real and it's current and stuff like that. So some other things I've been into recently is like astrology and just like anything like that related when it comes to books. I've just ordered The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, the book, so after I read that I will definitely give you my sit down opinion on it as well. So yeah, leave some more video requests down below because I've just been feeling really inspired for 2018 and I want to keep it going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace.
Yeah, this is all I got. Married to the game, but first I gotta shoot my shot. Should I make another album? They like, dude, why not? I just drop it on these hoes, they like, ooh la la. Got hot fam, yeah, I knew that shit. I'm just trying to innovate a brand new classic. Every verse a body need a damn few caskets. If they already jumping, have the fans do backflips.